Okay, that was a cut from No Trend's EP, which is just about out now, and that was called Teen Love.
Yes.
And we have them here in the studio. Or first of all, how did what does the name mean?
Well,
Don't all talk at once.
The name No Trend is, the point behind that is that punk rock fashion is pretty much the trend of the 80s, and there doesn't seem to be much social progress coming out of it. And the same idiots that used to make fun of punk rock are now getting punky, all these housewives and everything. And anytime a punk band comes out, it's pretty easy for some pseudo-intellectual to just call them a cliche because they're punks. With a name like that, they can't do that.
Well, there's a lot of bands that start with no something,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we disassociate ourselves from any kind of trend, movement.
When I heard you guys play the other night, and I was expecting the worst in terms of the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
But amazingly, you
Yeah,
were
something
accepted.
like
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that a bad sign?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's good that some people get into it.
It
Our
was
original-
divided.
It was divided, you said?
Oh, there was a couple of people tried to beat him up, but a lot of the people.
Really wasn't bad, because our original plan is to join forces with Reverend Moon and take over the world. So.
And play background music for mass wedding ceremonies. But you know you're doing something right if people want to kill you after the show instead of trying to get your autograph.
Yes, I've witnessed this phenomena before. Anyway, so tell us about some of your songs. What are some of the topics that you all...
Well, I wrote most of the lyrics, so I'll do all the talking. I'm Jim Jones. I play guitar and I write all the lyrics, or most of the lyrics anyway. That one song, Mass Sterilization Caused by Venereal Disease, which you played, the idea behind that is I'm for, well, all of us pretty much are for zero population growth. And venereal disease is one fun way to get that. People deserve it too, in my opinion.
Well, you're a fun-loving sort, aren't you?
Once this AIDS thing spreads to heterosexuals, it's going to be great. Then we'll celebrate and go out and have a good time.
Well, are you doing your part to
let's
spread
face it, there's too many humans. They're crawling all over the place, and they're pretty much destroying, killing off all the ecosystems. They don't seem to have enough brains to figure out that having kids is making it worse. All the baby boom generations are having kids. Baby boom generation. That's the trend. It's people are so programmed that they have to have kids, and they have them even though they have no reason to. They get their girlfriend pregnant and they pretend their lives aren't ruined. They try to pretend they're happy about it.
What other fun-loving songs do you have?
Well, let's see. Cancer, yeah.
I guess that's self-explanatory.
Teen Love.
Yeah.
What is the Teen Love about here?
Teen Love, the lyrics are pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
Just about. I wrote it about high school kids, but it pretty much applies to all age groups.
Everywhere.
Same thing to Kiss Ass to Your Peer Group. It applies pretty much to all people.
Your lyrics are very abrasive, as is the musical sound you're putting out, and people have this idea of the DC scene as being a certain type of music. How have you been accepted locally?
We're not really a hardcore band, so
We're starting to get
Some
more
of
and
them
more
like it.
accepted there.
Yeah.
we're not a typical thrash band or anything.
No, that's for sure.
Although I like to get into some fast stuff that isn't based on rock and roll.
What are some of the influences you perhaps relate to?
Well, no particular influences. I'm influenced by everything I hear. Teen Love, for example, is based on just mid-70s pop tones in general, taken to an extreme.
I get my vocal styles from people who are suffering in auto accidents on the highways, screaming like that. That's basically my main influence.
My drumming's from Spastics.
All right. Now tell us on this tour that you've sort of flung together, without a record out or anything. How's this gone?
Good.
It's been fun.
It's been a great tour. We've seen everywhere in America
Uh-huh.
on the whole route.
I mean,
Yeah,
are you able
everywhere.
to actually sustain a tour by,
Yeah, we've
People-
done 12 shows all over the country. And
We're not that well known, but it's been really fun. It's getting
Well,
the name out.
see, the music rings in their ears for about a month or two afterwards, to where they keep remembering our names, where they buy the record.
Okay, now,
That's quite true.
if anyone does want to get the record, how can they do that?
Buy it.
They have to commit Harry Carey for us, and then we'll give it to them.
Rough trade.
usual distributors.
We expect complete obedience.
Are you doing any mail order at all?
Rough Trade's supposed to be buying 800 of them. Then just get in touch with them.
All right. Any other,
We ship it
address
out
for
all
the mail
across the
order.
country.
The
Yeah.
address? You want the address?
Yeah.
not especially, but if you want to go ahead. After all this abuse you've handed out here.
Should we give it to
Give
them?
them the address.
What's the address?
1014 Ashton Road, Ashton, Maryland, 20861.
Oh, very good, very good. All right, is there anything else?
Sometimes I use videos at shows which Jeff makes, which are great. We just play a Muzak song to repeat videos,
Repetitious
you.
imagery,
repeat repetition.
Uh-huh.
like the Quincy episode. Which
You
the
heard
sad
that on
part is that
tape, and-
some real people are just
WKDU 91.7 FM in Philadelphia.
episode.
Uh-huh.
You see, we played with Channel 3 back in Baltimore, and I made this video. I took the Quincy episode, and I took the there's a thing on Hour Magazine. Did you get that out here? And I just spliced the interviews with so-called real punk rockers, and then little clippings from Quincy, and you really couldn't tell the difference,
Yeah, like this one girl that
And,
had a Farrah Fawcett hairstyle, and then they showed before and after, punky and non-punky, over and over again.
And the band roll-on commercial too.
Meanwhile, we played Muzak for quite some time.
Well, anyway, I think we should wrap this up now, but if anybody gets a chance to witness No Trend, they
Kill
should
themselves.
bring their earplugs. No. Anyway, all right. Jeff, you have some music out there?
And you just got done listening to side one of this week's Maximum Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Remember, brought to you by Philadelphia Better Youth Organization. Support the BYO because the BYO is you.
Okay, we've got an Italian set. We're going to start out with
WKDU
a band called
91.7
Fallout,
FM in
not
Philadelphia.
mistaken for the English band of the same name. And they have an EP out, and this is a song off it called Reagan Hysteria.